Welcome back to Mechanics Live. This is Art, and today we're working on a 2000 Ford Focus. We are replacing the power steering line on this car, and I'll show you a step-by-step instruction on how to do that without going through the fender well and just going through the top on the back of the engine. First things first, we're going to take off the battery and the battery tray of the car. We're gonna go ahead and remove that 8mm bolt right here, and then use a flat blade to get the metal tab out, so you can pull out the reservoir and just put it to the side, just like so. And same thing we're gonna do with this piece, and just put it to the side, just like so. We're actually going to use a small stubby 18mm to get the power hose off. So once you loosen it, you could actually use a crawfoot with your hand to actually I used an 18mm stubby wrench to loosen the hose, and then I'm just gonna use this one to easily get it off. Once you loosen the 3 bolts of the power steering pump, you can use a crawfoot, which is size 18mm, and to help you out a little bit, a stubby 18mm wrench to get it out. So once you do, all you can do is pick up the pump like that, and now you have better access to remove that 18mm power steering line. Okay, that's out. Now we have the line in our hands. It's right here. So once you get that out, now you have to route it all the way back to behind the engine. Just like this. And what we're going to do now is actually this side connects to the rack and pinion. So what happens here is we have to, there's a metal clip that holds it with a 10 millimeter. We're going to take it off and actually just pull it off the rack and pinion and do the same thing in reverse. So 10 millimeter ratchet with an extension, a small deep socket, 10 millimeter. And this is the 10 millimeter that's holding the power steering line to the rack and pinion. And this is it. It's out. So here is the whole power steering line, and we're gonna go ahead and throw that. Obviously, with the new line, you have to put a new O-ring here, which is provided with the package. And this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab it, pull it out of the bag. Come on there, little guy. There you go. And we're gonna put it on top of the, just like so, just like that. We're gonna do that, and now we're gonna route it back. And again, this is where the 10 millimeter went. So hopefully everything goes smooth. Alright, that's tight. Actually, we're going to show you the spot where it is, and hopefully you can see. There's my flashlight. Alright, so this is where the rack and pinion is, right over there, and you see that 10 millimeter bolt. Come on. Okay, you can see it right there. Right over there. So that piece, the new silver piece, is the new one that I installed. And right behind it, if you can see that little piece right there, that's the 10 millimeter bolt that goes onto the rack and pinion. So, and it's fairly easy to get to. So once again, you take off the battery tray, you take off this this air box, then you take off this air box, which is located right here, and then obviously you can route it right there, right underneath, and then it's obviously gonna go back there. And this one is still here, so we haven't connected that to the actual pump yet, and that's what we're gonna do right now. Hopefully you guys could see what I'm doing. I'm so sorry if it's a little bit far away, but it's kind of hard to videotape something like this while working. So once again, we're gonna route this down underneath. And by the way, this one already has a nylon washer or O-ring, I guess. Now, this car would not have the brackets, which is supposed to be held on two brackets right here. one here and one here. Obviously it was missing, so customer told me to do it, so I'm doing it. So I'm just going to connect it here, and the only thing that's going to be held on is the actual the fitting for the power steering pump. This is what we're going to do now, which is this fitting right here. If you can see that, flush with it. This is the fitting right here for this pump that we're going to put back on. And again, you have to take this off before you take that fourth. You have to take the fitting off first, which is right here, before you can take off this fourth bolt. Luckily, I did not have that bolt, but I didn't know that. I still took this off first before I took off the pump. So, and the only reason why you need to take off the pump is only either number one, you're replacing it, number two, just easier to work with the pump off the vehicle. So you can turn it and put the fitting in here. Obviously, I can't do this thing now, so I do have to put the pump backwards, back to where it was, because that's the only way I can actually put that fitting back on with the pump in its original location. And that's what I'm gonna do. Just like that, I'm gonna use one bolt at least, so it's held in place. Easy to work with, and I'm gonna show you. This is the part that I'm screwing in right now. This one right there. So if you have those little ones, at least, Jesus, you can put it on top, just like so, and twist it forward and try to get that in as close as possible for the beginning at least. What we're gonna do later is, obviously, once everything's back connected, we're gonna use the serpentine belt to pull back and pick up that belt right there. Pick up that belt right there and put it back on the power steering pump, so that's good to go. Afterwards, we're gonna put all the plastics, air intake boxes, the intake hose back, the battery tray, connect the terminals, don't forget your MAF sensor, and you're good to go. The only last thing here is this wire here that's connected to the pump right over here, right there. So if you enjoyed this video, obviously I'm not going to show you how I put everything back. This is just basically a waste of time, mine and yours. So if this helped you out, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel.